I was called Howie the Harp because when I was on the streets, one of the ways that I made money was by playing the harmonica. I was a street musician. And people started calling me Howie the Harp, and it kind of stuck. So that's my name. I kind of like the name because it gives me the same middle name as a lot of famous people in history, like Ivan the Terrible, Richard the Lionhearted, and Winnie the Pooh. This tools of my trade, or the tool of my trade.
The thing that he most used to create peace was his harmonica. And I consider him a moderator, a peacemaker, Martin Luther King person similar to. Yes.
But he was really clear that people of color needed to join and be a part of it. They needed not to sit back and let others do it for them. If you want freedom, you have to come up and ask for it. When you were sitting with Howie, it wasn't like having a conversation. You were listening.
His charisma and his leadership, his ability just to stand in front of a room and people just follow. That's the kind of power, charisma that he had.
One chapter in his life that I haven't heard mentioned is he was extremely instrumental in thinking through supportive housing, which is now, you know, next to an evidence-based practice. But I remember him insisting, and I've still got the buttons to prove it, that it was about housing and not elbow.
Yeah.
April 24th, 1992. Dear Peter, I find I am increasingly homesick for New York City. I long for the dirty, gritty, intense, and real people on streets I knew and loved and hated. This must be proof of my insanity. Thus, I am sending my enclosed resume and hope a job will become available in my fields.
May 7, 1992. Dear Howie, I would be happy to finance your trip to New York. Quite bluntly, we have a vision for community access that requires people of your skill and stature to realize.
Please thank everybody, including yourself, for the productive visit to New York. You're all doing a great job.
I would like to create a new position called Director of Advocacy. Advocacy is a key part of the mission of our agency.
The concrete that I set my decision in to move to New York City in October of this year has hardened.
We look forward to seeing you in the
Howie
fall,
T. Harp.
if not sooner. Sincerely, Steve Coe.
He was so young, but he had lived a whole life in that time.
He didn't waste a minute.
He didn't waste a minute.
I think he would say, well done.
Well done. Well done, Granny.
We are people like everybody else, and that when you're homeless, you've got that anybody would experience these problems when they're homeless, that anybody can become homeless.
The New York Times, February 14th, 1995. Howard Geld, 42, advocate for the mentally ill, dies. Howard Geld, known as Howie the Harp to the mentally ill and homeless to whom he committed his life after spending time in institutions for the emotionally disturbed while a teenager, died on February 5th in his home in the Lower East Side of Manhattan. He was 42.